Welcome back to Finish Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy, where in the last video we were still doing some investigation trying to find out who this masked Moz person is, and we had a few interesting characters just came around, and so now we already finished our investigation. Now we must take our case into the courtroom where there is a new attorney in town. Not sure what he looks like, but we're gonna have to figure him out and try to take him down. So with that being said, grab your snacks, grab a drink, because Detective Reaper is here to save the day.
Hey, Nick!
What is it? Is something wrong?
Nah, did you see all the people here? It's crazy! Oh, so check the mask and Moz glossy I bought.
You bought this? Where?
From the little tents in front of the courthouse. They have all sorts of things for sale. You know, I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff.
Alright, got the photo. Come on, I'm guilty. Throw the book at me.
Who's screaming like that? Oh, Mr. Wright, you made it.
Yeah, I did, but it doesn't look like things are going to get any less ugly for you.
Because I did it! I'm the criminal! Me! He said it again! I said to call to the law to tell us. I'd admit it!
But you don't have the second urn, right?
Well, that's true, but that doesn't mean I didn't commit the crime.
Normally why I said, of course you didn't. I'm being sarcastic, but you know. Yikes!
Anyway, I'd admit that I'm guilty. So make sure they get a guilty verdict, please. Oh, there you are, Ronnie. Bonjour, sweetie. Oh, there's honey. Bonjour. Well, actually, I don't really know why I should be speaking French to you at a time like this. Leave it all to me, Ronnie. I swear I'll protect you. You see, actually, the thief is, me.
Can I tell you something, Nicky boy?
I can guarantee that mine Ronnie is innocent.
If he declares guilty, I'd be ever so cross with you. So why are you smiling when you say that?
Well, if you excuse me, I got some errands I need to take care of. I'm counting on you, Nicky boy. Good luck.
Alright. To be honest, I really don't know whether Juan is masking Moz or not. But there's only one thing I'm sure of. He doesn't have the second urn right now.
Mr. Delight, it's time for you to enter the courtroom.
For the time being, I guess I have to trust Desiree. Alright. Who's this guy?
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron Delight.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Oh, who's this?
What about the prosecution? Are you prepared too?
What a stupid question.
What did you just say?
Fine. Let me ask you then, Your Honor. Are you ready? Are you ready to pass the judgment?
What? No, I'm not. I will pass judgment after I hear arguments from both sides.
Well, if you're not ready yourself, you shouldn't expect others to be. That's a rule to live by.
Who are you?
I am Gadot, legendary prosecutor. I never lost a case. Okay.
Ah, he's the one that Detective Atmey was talking about.
Yes, your reputation precedes you. What kind of cases have you dealt with so far?
Ha! None.
What did you say?
I never prosecuted a case before.
Never? But you say you never lost before.
Exactly. I never lost. I never won before either.
Quite arrogant for the beginner, aren't you?
Even the money's of the Redwoods begin their lives as a mere sapling.
Yes, but a mask in a court of law?
Ha! Don't you know anything? No matter the man, we are all wearing masks. Either on our face or over our hearts.
This guy's a real deal, alright, Nick.
Why does it seem like our prosecutors are the real deal?
So we finally meet.
Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Nick, is he a friend of yours?
No, I don't have any friends that call me Trite. Just who's this masked man? I returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you.
Well, and, Prosecutor Godot?
It's not Gobo, it's Gadot, Your Honor.
In any case, please give your opening statement.
Opening statement. Those things are not fit for even dogs to consume. I have only one thing to say before we start. To you, Mr. Trite. What is it? Are you familiar with the saying, a chain is only strong as its weakest link? I wonder how much you can withstand before you and your case break in two. Wow, okay.
Well then, let's hear from the first witness.
Pretty arrogant. Alright, Gumshoe.
Oh, my name is...
No one asked for your name, witness.
Ugh.
The important thing is what you know, that is all. Start talking, we're listening. Wow, I'm not sure if he's worse than Francisco or not.
Yes, sir.
Alright, witness. First, let's hear about it. What you know about the thief that stole the urn?
Yes, sir.
Alright, we got our first testimony for Detective Gumshoe. See what he has to say.
Mask of Mars is a master thief that first started his crime spree 6 months ago. He's so confident he sent his calling card before he even commits the crime. That was his 5th heist, and as usual, he set the card on the loaded teller. His power is to always go after the most precious art piece. That's why we're sure it was Mask of Mars, sir. It fits his MO to a T.
Okay.
So then the actual identity of this mask is? Mr. Godot, what are you?
Okay. Likes coffee.
We're in the middle of trial here, Mr. Godot.
Blacker than a moon's night, hotter and more bitter than hell itself. That is coffee. I'm sure you can grant me at least this much, Your Honor. Oh, please proceed.
Very well. It's only coffee after all.
What? You can't be letting him slide this early in the trial?
Proceed with your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Well, Nick, what are you gonna do?
As long as they haven't brought up Mr. Delight's identity, all we have to do is show that it wasn't Miss Mask the Moss who stole the urn. Yeah. Alright, he says, let's go. Alright, Master Moss is a master thief at first started over 6 months ago. Okay, that sounds about right. He's so confident he sent his calling card before he even commits a crime. Yeah, he does that. It was his 5th heist, and usually he sent a card or laws. Okay. His power is to always go after the precious species. Okay. Question man. Art pieces? Like what, for example?
Well, his first target was the famous Terra.
What's that? Some kind of especially salty teardrop?
No, sir, it's a blue diamond, a single real diamond. Next was the crown of Bajor, you know, the thing you put on your head. After that was the left hand of Hades, and then the portrait of Megina, sir. Detective Atmey retrieved the portrait of Megina and returned to his museum.
And the target of his 5th and last larvae was the sacred urn, right?
But is it difficult for him to dispose such a famous art piece?
Well, so he must have some underworld connections.
Somehow Mr. Delight doesn't look the type.
Yeah, he's a little too sunny to be hanging around the underworld. That's why we're sure it was Basketball that hit his mom. Okay, let's see here. How we go with this is... I need to present something here. The most precious art item. So here's what we're gonna present. Tab. This little thing here. It's not much of a work of value because it's all broken up to like 1,000 pieces if I remember correctly. So we're going to present. Let me see. Hold on a second. Let me check something real quick. Yeah. Let's see. Let's go back. Represent this soon. Can I ask you a little something, Detective Gumshoe?
Just heard a little internet question makes me nervous.
You say he always goes after the most precious art pieces, right?
That's right, pal.
But there's one problem. That's not what he did in this case. The supposed prices earned doesn't exact rises to the level of precious art.
What do you mean?
Nick, how do you say such a terrible thing?
No, I mean it from a financial point of view. I mean, it wouldn't fetch a good price.
Well, Prosecutor Godot, what is the value of that thing?
The appraiser I spoke to said they could attach a price to it. And I mean that in a worse sense. So in other words, it was not the kind of item that Mask and Mobs would normally go after.
If I understand you correctly, Mr. Wright, you're saying that the thief of the second urn was not the work of Master Mask.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Actually, all I did was point out the contradiction the argument made itself, but...
Well, first of all, we need to get this issue cleared up. Was this last robbery the work of the Master Boss or not? What do you have to say about this, Mr. Gadot?
This coffee here is my own special blend. I call it Gadot 107. I'm trying to decide whether to cut down the acidity or the bitterness. That's the only thing I got on my mind right now, Mr. Trite. What? If you're really a man, you should clean up your own mess. Sorry, I don't get what you... Oh, he asked for proof of evidence. That's what he's asking. If you're saying it wasn't Mask and Mars that stole the urn, then it must be someone imitating Mask and Mars method. A fake.
A fake? The mask?
Fake the mask? That sounds so ridiculous, but I like it.
Now, before I decide on my cover, I believe some proof is in order, Mr. Trite. Proof that the person who appeared at Lord and Taylor that might was actually a fake. Oh boy.
I don't approve of Mr. Godot's behavior. His point is valid. Mr. Wright, we're waiting.
It looks like I'm had to go ahead and prove it. I need proof that the person that lauded them was the a fake. Let's see. Also, what else? No. Let's see. Check this out here. Interesting. And we have. Let's see. Interesting. Oh, he's missing a little something right there. Doesn't have that. So we're gonna go back. Let's see. Take that. The proof is right here.
This looks like a photo taken by security cameras.
But if you look closely, you notice something particular about it. Ha! Well then, why don't you go ahead and show us what it is? Go on, use this pointer and show us what's... I didn't read all that. Right, that should be right about there. Oh, right there. It's right here, of course.
You mean Mask and Mask?
I have here a piece of reference I would like the court to take a look at.
Isn't that the publicity photo I bought this morning?
The problem I have is the security is the brooch on the mask's chest.
A breach? Here, bailiff, get my steed. We need to retreat at once.
A brooch, Your Honor. It's sort of a clamp for holding one's cape on.
It claps? I see now.
But the mask of monster security camera photos. Ah, he has a brooch.
That brooch is the same as the emblem on the mask's calling card and served as a symbol. But the thief that broke into Lord's Taylor wasn't wearing a brooch. In other words, this Mask of Mars is a fake.
I'll be fooled again.
Alright there. It's true. Undeniably true. Detective Gumshoe, how? How could you have overlooked this?
I'm sorry, sir. I don't know how I...
Hey now, if you're going to have a pity party, invite me too.
Mr. Godot, you deserve some playmates too. How could you have overlooked such a large brooch?
Ha, the brooch you're talking about. Do you mean this?
Ah,
That's Mastermind's brooch.
where did you get it? Where did you find it?
Well, I always had a good nose for evidence. I got it at the crime scene. It was hidden in the shadows of a big female Buddha statue. Buddha statue? He must mean the Amy Faye statue.
Why did you
Tell me about that, sir.
I always put evidence away in my pocket. After all, it's the safest place for crucial evidence. This guy's one cool customer. It's a little early to be shaken up, isn't it, little lady? That friend of yours had a pretty little hickey on there too.
Hickey?
Figurative speaking, of course. I'm referring to Ron Delight fingerprints.
What?
What? The defendant fingerprints are on that brooch. Order! Order in the court! Mr. Godot, let's see what that brooch.
I've grown attached to my metallic girlfriend here. Take a good care of her.
It's appeared to have torn off some clothing. There's a little bit of clothing left on his back.
Obviously, there must have been a big struggle that night at the crime scene. Uh-oh, Phoenix, we have a problem. Yeah. Ha! You must be Gadot. And you get burned. He's been playing me like a violin. Well, Judge, I'm about to ready to call my next witness.
Huh? You done with me? But I haven't proved anything yet.
You prove your own incompetence. That's good enough.
That doesn't sound good at all.
Better bringing that witness into the courtroom.
Finally, time for the AC detective to make his appearance. Huh. Oh God, not this guy. 1 second is one drop of the coffee pot. Let's hurry up.
Silence!
Hehehehe. Now I see, it's all becoming clear.
What clear?
Safari! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. What we have is a judge and a prosecutor, a coffee maniac at that. Am I correct?
Well, yes, that's right.
Ha, not bad at all. You're the first person to ever be able to penetrate my secret veil. Well, sir prosecutor, let me introduce myself. My name is Luke Atmey, ace detective and a rising star illuminating the heavens. Boy, these two make a perfect pair. They either be best friends or they tear each other heads off.
I hear that on the night of the crime, you were all alone on security details.
You have heard correctly. My special man Monaco is worth more than 100 Detective Gumshoes. If Detective Gumshoe was worth anything, that is. Why was this guy all by himself anyway? There must be some reason, I'm sure of it.
Now then, tell us what this special monocle for your witness.
Alright, we got a first testimony of Mr. Detective Atmey. It was approaching 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the day change. That's when my nemesis, the infamous Master Moss, dancing descended upon me. Just as I began to turn, the combo struck a fear blow upon my noble head. Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. When I woke, he was gone. 30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone to notify the police. Okay.
So, you didn't get a clear look at the criminal?
My specially made monocle never misses a thing. However, that is limited to things that fall within my own visual range. But of course, that's only natural.
I fail to see why the witness is so proud of his performance that evening.
Well, Sir Old-Timer, let me explain. We are not speaking of any ordinary thief.
but of the kings of thieves, the great Master Mask, my arch enemy. That is what my instincts and my years of experience tells me.
Very well. Proceed with the cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Alright, let's see if we can try to bust him up a little bit. It was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after they changed. Okay, that sounds right. That's when my enemy, the infamous, he showed up. Just at the beginning turn, the crowd struck a fear blow upon my head. Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single straight. When I woke, he was gone. Okay, here's the problem. If you was the only person was with Mask and Maz, and according to one of the evidence, the brooch had some type of material on it, so that means you had a struggle at some point against this guy. Alright, so let's see here. Let's present something here. Alright. Let's bring that to the table. Mr. Atmey, could you take a look at this with your special monocle of yours? Aha, this belongs to the criminal mastermind, my arch nemesis, Master Maz. It is, in fact, Master Maz brooch. It was found on the floor in the basement warehouse. I wonder how that happened. Huh, elementary, my dear lawyer. Obviously, it wasn't glued on well enough. Not quite. It clearly shows signs of having been ripped off a piece of clothing.
Ripped off? Aha!
We can only deduce that the thief struggled with someone that night. That's the only thing I can think of. And there's only one person that was in the position to have a struggle with the thief. The only person that was on security duty that night, you, Detective Atmey.
Oh!
Detective Atmey, you must have fought with the thief that night. So why did you lie in your testimony in the court?
Witness, giving false testimony is a serious crime.
No. Wait just a moment, sorrow time.
Don't talk to me like I'm living in a nursing home.
I just remember, Your Honor. I was just confused because I've been there with so many cases lately. The true measure of a man is the amount of work he does. That's what I always say.
Nick, you can only handle one case at a time, isn't that right?
You talk too much.
Witness, so you're not saying that you and the thief fought?
Hold on, that's quite enough, Your Honor.
Excuse me?
Save the big questions for the testimony. That's one of my rules. Indeed, I understand. Luke Atmey agrees completely. Fight with the thief. All right. Indeed, it's true that I looked away from the door for a brief moment. However, Luke Atmey cannot be so easily discombobulated. Unfortunately, the thief grabbed a weapon from his side and rendered me senseless. A true gentleman fights always home fist, but there were not enough. His first blow struck true, bam, and that's all she wrote.
So, in the end, did you catch a glimpse of Master Mask?
Correct. It was doing his third crime when he struck me from behind. It seems that my memory has become a tad jumbled, so to speak.
Well, that's certainly understandable. I, myself, always get confused about which testimony go with which case.
That can't be good. Fight with me. Fight with a thief. Indeed, it's true that he looked away for a moment. I don't know why. However, Luke Atmey cannot be so easily disbodied. I guess after he'd been knocked out. Unfortunately, the thief grabbed a weapon from his side and rendered me senseless. Yes, he did. A true gentleman fights on his own hands, but they were not enough. His first blow struck true and bam, all she wrote. Alright, let's go with this one. No. Can you tell us a little more about what happened? My opponent was both powerful and vicious. You might say he was powericious. I assumed the Atmey fighting stance, but a sudden flash of light blinded me.
That, of course, was checkmate. My opponent had bested me.
What do I do now? Should I ask more about this? Leave it. Your blind side? Check about this blind style. What is this Atmey fighting style?
I'm sorry, but that's a trade secret. I really can't say anymore. But I suppose I could tell you if you actually must. The main thing is to put your back to the wall. That way, no one can get behind you.
That's it? That's the Atmey fighting style?
Well, that's alright. What about that testimony?
Waste of time. It really is a waste of time, but let's go report. Of course, it's important. We'll learn a detective secret technique after all.
Yes, indeed. I remember to use it if I ever take a walk alone late at night.
What the heck he's eyeballing me like that? It's creeping me out.
Now then, witness. We'll go ahead and add that secret information to your official testimony.
I put my hand to the wall to fight, but the deep 30 landed my third eye. What are you about that? Where is this third eye you talking about?
Oh, it's right between my right and left eyebrow. It's quite invisible to the enlightened. You may call it the forehead if you like.
Why did you say in the first place?
So, lawyer, it looks like the creases on your own forehead are getting deeper.
So Mr. Atmey got hit on the forehead then?
That's what he says.
I got a funny feeling about that.
Actually, so do I.
Well, what do you think, Nick?
Well, there's one thing I'm absolutely sure of now.
Yeah, what is it?
This Luke Atmey guy, he's definitely hiding something.
But why?
I think I'm starting to figure what really happened that night. And about the true nature of this detective. Okay, here's the thing about him. You said that earlier you told me you got hit in the back of the head at first, but then you changed your mind and you got hit in the forehead. So, here's the question. Which is it? Alright, hold on a sec. Yeah, you said you got hit in the... Okay, the third eye is usually in the front of your face. But this evidence says you got hit in the back of the head, so... That don't make any sense. Detective Atmey, your testimony is crumbling like a house of cards.
What fun this is, Sir Lawyer. It's truly a pleasure to cross swords with you. And now, once again, you have thrown down the gauntlet at my armor's feet. I believe this is what you said yesterday. No, the coward must have worn his way through somewhere beside the door. Then my arch nemesis struck me on the head from behind with this gruesome item here.
From behind, huh?
But just now, you just testified that he struck you on the forehead. I hardly think you could forget where you were hit on the forehead.
It seems I made another mistake.
Detective Atmey, that's not the only strange part of your testimony.
What do you mean by that?
For example, the very fact that you hear the calling call from the police itself is strange. It's almost as if you are afraid they were going to help with security.
Geniuses such as myself have always been misunderstood. How sad.
That's wrong.
To err is human, to forgive divine. Humans are machines. They have souls, feelings. They live, they lie, they love, they hate, and yes, they even make mistakes.
Hey, cut the crap, man. Hey, hold on. It's not as pretty as that.
Really? What is it like then? Always chase a riddle down to the end. That's one of my rules.
This is it. This might be my chance to turn things around.
Mr. Wright, what exactly is that you're asserting?
Very well, Your Honor. The defense asserts that Mr. Atmey is no ace detective. Well, you know, he actually looks like a detective, so that's fine. That Mr. Atmey is a fake. No, he's not fake. I think he's legit, but he's pretty arrogant. He is the Master Mask. The answer is simple. It's all clear to me now. Detective Luke Atmey, true entity, is asking Mask and Mask. Oh!
Order! Order the court! Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
There aren't too many unnatural parts to Mr. Atmey's story. He said he was hiding at the crime scene, which is why no one ever saw him there. And then in his last case, he managed to outperform Detective Gumshoe and the entire police force to miraculously retrieve the stolen treasure?
That's because
I analyzed the crime scene data and made exquisite, elegant deduction. I picked up clues that the police overlooked in order to arrive at a... Oh, please, the explanation is far simpler than that, Detective Atmey. The truth that you are, in fact, Mask and Mask. Ugh.
But Mr. Wright, this photo is clearly Mask and Mask. This security camera belongs to Lord Taylor's department store. He shouldn't have been able to manipulate it.
He didn't need to manipulate it. He gained access to the warehouse under the pretense of providing security. Then he simply dressed up as the thief and stole the herd.
So, the ace detective is actually the ace thief? Is this true, witness?
Aha. Mask and Mask MO is pure genius, and so I, Luke Atmey, ace detective. You're very clever to have such clues. I am impressed, so lawyer.
What? Witness? You're admitting it?
Nick, how's your chance?
Yes, time to put the last nail in this guy's coffin. Detective Atmey, will you assume the thief didn't... Oh, what's... What the world? You threw that coffin at me. Gadot Blend 102, my personal favorite.
Mr. Godot!
The ace detective is actually an ace thief. I smell the best-selling novel. That's not important problem. It simply isn't true.
But Mr. Godot, Mr. Wright has made some very strong points, and I
will admit my opponent has woven a compelling narrative out of a whole cloth. But it is, in fact, nothing more than a patchwork quilt, Mr. Wright. If this detective really is a thief, then show us the proof of your claim. But it had better be as hot and as perfect as the coffee dripping down your face.
Well, Mr. Wright, don't just stand there. This court would like to see the decisive proof you have quickly.
Huh? Oh, yes, of course. What's the big rush?
Are you alright, Nick?
Atmey looks pretty rattled right now. I'd like to finish this right now if I can. But can I really do it? The detective evidence proved that Mr. Ross has yet to be found. Proof? Of course, got nothing. Ha! Just what I thought. A man has to hold his head up high no matter how bad things get after all.
I see. I thought perhaps you had some evidence to back up your assertion.
This is no good. I got to stay ahead of the attack. I never get another chance to prove this guy is a thief.
Don't give up, Nick. Take hold and try again.
It's no good. I'm just not ready yet.
But are you going to just give up and let us lose this?
So, you come to your senses, have you, sir lawyer? I can't think of a counterattack at all.
It seems a cloud of suspicion surrounding this witness has lifted. Mr. Godot, if you have anything for...
Oh.
What? Who?
Oh, Desiree.
Who are you?
That doesn't really matter right now, does it?
Miss Delight, what are you doing here?
Nicky boy, the thing you've been looking for, I think I found it.
You mean that bag?
No, not the bag. What's in the bag? Well,
That's the second.
the second urn, Nick! It's the urn!
Order! You, madam! That urn, where did you find it?
You'll never believe it. It was in the office of Mr. Fancy Pants Ace Detective Luke Atmey. Oh, Desi, you're the best!
Thank you. Well, how do you explain that with Mr. Atmey? Even you are going to have a hard time weasel out of this one. Ha! Pathetic.
Mr. Godot, do you have something you wish to say?
Yes, Your Honor. It simply amazes me how quickly time changes. In the old days, a man was to be taken at his word. It's truly sad.
You still denying that Mr. Atmey was involved?
Before casting aspersions at Detective Atmey, consider the young lady here. Your name is Desiree Delight, is that correct?
Yes, what about it?
Ha! How charming. The length that a woman is willing to go to save her husband is truly inspiring.
What are you insinuating?
As the wife of the criminal, you could have discovered that stolen her anywhere, including the office of the good detective here. So, you found the urn. What does that prove? It certainly doesn't prove where the urn was before you found it.
What? I just brought it here for the detective's office.
Please, madam, this town is already filled to the brim with lies. Any more could only compound the tragedy we have been witness.
You're wrong. I would never do such a thing.
Mr. Light?
Please, Nicky boy, you got to help me talk some sense to these people.
There must be some way. I got to prove that the herb was actually in the Atmey detective office. Testify what I saw. I can't prove anything. Fingerprints. I can prove where the urn was by the fingerprints on it.
Fingerprints, huh?
Oh, come on. No, you're really making me laugh, Sir Lloyd. Fingerprints, indeed. May I go on? Good. Now, it will be perfectly understandable if my fingerprints were on the urn. After all, it was I who was guarding the urn in the first place. In any case, I'm always in the habit of wearing gloves, as you can see. So unfortunately, my fingerprints wouldn't be evidence of anything.
What about it, Mr. Wright? This witness fingerprints would be nothing anyway.
Nick, what are you going to do now?
I've come too far to turn back now. Atmey must have brought the urn back to his office yesterday. And there, I'm sure someone must have left their fingerprints on it.
The defense proposed that the fingerprints of this person should be in the urn.
And yeah, guess what? But guess who touched it? I did when I was in the office when Pearls was lost and we saw the bag there. So guess what? It has to be me. So what is all this fuss about fingerprints anyway? Mr. Atmey, do you recall the events of yesterday?
Hey Nick, come on, open it up.
Hey, wait a minute. We can't just open his private property.
Don't be such a funny-wuddy. This is a point investigation. Well, what's in there?
Hang on a sec. I'm taking it out. Whatever it is, it feels kind of hard and smooth. Well, hello there. It's true that I didn't get a chance to look at the bag at the time, but I did touch what was inside. What? You touched it? And I remember it very well. It was smooth and hard. Well, that was just... Your Honor, I'd like the court to examine the fingerprints on that urn. If my fingerprints are on there, then it proves that the urn was in Detective Atmey's office.
Objection!
Well, even if your fingerprints are on the urn, it still doesn't prove when they were put there, does it? Of course it does. What did you say? It's nothing, it's not what I said, but what Adrian Andrews, the person in charge of the exhibit, says.
I polished it until it was just about glowing. I thought maybe I could make it more variable.
If she polished it that much, she must have removed any and all fingerprints on it. And the only chance I had to get my fingerprints on it after that was yesterday at the Atmey Detective Agency. Ha! This blend, Gadot Blend 107. I decided it's a little too bitter after all. I bet it is.
Order! I accept the defense request. Better take this hurt and...
Wait a moment, Your Honor. There's no need for that.
No need, you say?
Precisely. I'm already know Mr. Wright's fingerprints are on her.
What are you saying?
Yes, I thought I'd broken him down. Ha 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 ha. Take a good look, everyone. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown.
This guy is nuttier than a fruitcake.
You see, it was me all along. I am the one and only Mask and Mask. Haha, I hope you enjoyed my little performance.
Hee 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 ha 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 ho hee hee.
Okay.
Well, Mr. Godot, what Mr. Atmey condition?
He still is in the lobby, laughing insanely, Your Honor. I wish I could enjoy the joke as much as it seems to be.
Well, it looks like the matter has been settled. I came pretty close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching him with the title of thief.
Nick, you were right after all.
Yeah, I guess Mr. Light really wasn't a thief.
The courts found the defendant must have run the light.
Hold it. You're wrong, I tell you. I mean, not exactly wrong so much, but actually not right in what I was really trying to say. Oh no, he's not. This can't be happening. The thief, that sneaky honest thief who was stealing all the treasure. It's me. I'm him. I'm the one. I'm the thief, I tell ya. So do it. Pronounce me guilty, please.
I don't know what kind of kangaroo court you all think this is, but...
The true identity of the thief has already been proven. Please hurry up and pass judgment. What are you talking about? I already confessed. I'm a thief, I tell ya.
Mr. Godot, don't just stand there drinking coffee.
Ha! Hey there, Mr. Thief. Yes, sir. If you're really a man, then clean up your own mess. I'm sorry, I'm afraid I just don't have any ideas what you mean.
If you're
Mask and Mask, then prove it. That's what it means. Yes, sir. I'll be happy to.
He said he'll be happy to, Nick.
It's kind of cute. He's 100% committed to his fantasy. Good boy. Just remember one thing. A boy only get one chance in his life to become a man. I know that. I'm gonna fail as well. Okay then. Talk. We all listening.
Oh, well, let's all have a listen to this confession.
Alright, this is a clown show at this point. The truth is, I've been Mask and Mask all along. I mean, you can't prove that I'm not actually Mask and Mask, can't you? I don't have an alibi for the night this urn was stolen. I donned my costume that night and danced descending upon the scene of the crime. Look, you can see it right there in the photo. That's me. As for my brooch, I snagged it into the door and handled it and got it torn off, that's all. Okay.
I don't like the direction this trial has taken.
But this is how every trial goes, at least with me anyway. Ha! You're doing great. Hehehehe. Stop it, Mr. Godot. You're embarrassing me. Like I said, you'll only get one chance to testify, alright? But if you make it through this with flying colors, I'll still keep my promise too. I'll make sure you stay locked up in prison as the one and only true Mask and Mask. Thank you so much, Mr. Godot. I'll do my best.
Alright, Mr. Wright. I'm afraid it's time for the cross-examination.
Alright, let's see. The truth is, I've been Mask and Mask online. I mean, you can't prove that I'm not Mask and Mask, can you? I don't have an alibi for the night was stolen after. I mean, you can't prove it. Let's see. Hold it. Oh,
I thought you was going to be one to show us the proof. You know, that you're the real Mastermind and not some other obsessed fanboy?
Hey now, that's not fair. Why do I have to do all the hard work anyway?
Maybe because you're the one making the outrageous claims for a change?
Come on, Nick, you know that Mr. Light couldn't have committed a crime. You're the one with the fancy law degree. It's time to put the work in already.
I need some proof that Ron couldn't possibly be masking Moss.
Well, I guess you have that kind of proof. He wouldn't be still here, would we?
For the time being, maybe I need to shift strategy. I should try to show that Mrs. Light couldn't have stolen the urn.
Anyway, I don't have an alibi for the night the urn was stolen after all.
You got no alibi?
I've been a judge for a long time, and this is the first time I ever heard a defendant brag about having no alibi.
But I tell you, I was a lawyer too that night. No. That's too vague. Even for me, to be more precise, I was down in the basement warehouse.
Hold on.
What was it, Nick?
Where was Ron DeLight when the crime happened anyway? If we could prove he had an alibi, after all, this cake would be a piece of cake.
Well, you're right, but... Ha! You think you can prove that? Wake up and smell the coffee.
Well, I think maybe I can.
Mr. Wright, do you have any evidence that shows the defendant has an alibi?
Yeah, I do. I have the evidence, or do you think I'm still some sort of third-rate rookie?
Oh? I never seen you this angry before.
I'm not surprised. Anger is the last refute of this pathetic... I thought I was more confident than angry.
Well then, let's see this evidence already. Show to us the court that proves where your client was the night of the murder.
Alright. Has to be his wallet. Mr. DeLight, this wallet belongs to you, correct?
Ah, yes, it does. I had lost it somewhere.
Mr. Wright, when you find a wallet, you should report to the police right away.
No, you don't understand. This is an important piece of evidence.
Evidence?
Mr. DeLight, when did you first know that you lost your wallet? Let's see. I think it was on the night of the crime. But I know I still had it when Desi and I went out for dinner. This wallet was found at the property at 1 in the morning at KB Security Headquarters.
What? Surely you're not serious?
Yes, I'm serious. This proved that Mr. Light was in fact at KB Security that night.
No!
So, if the defendant was at KB Security at 1 o'clock in the morning, then that proved that he has a watertight alibi.
No!
Furthermore, considering the distance between Lord Taylor and KB Security, it would have taken 30 minutes to get there by car, according to Larry anyway.
Well, Mr. Godot, do you have anything to say? And stop drinking that coffee!
Come on, Mr. Thief. Don't let this guy beat you. Tell him why he's wrong.
You're the one who called me thief, Miss Gadot. Alright, I'll try. I'll do it. I will. He's really got Mr. Light all worked up.
Yeah, he's like a kid at his first day of school.
Look, it's just ridiculous. Why would I have dropped my wallet at KB Security? Someone must have planted it there to make it look like I was there and not the heist. Planted there? He's ready to reach it now.
Mr. DeLight, you probably dropped your wallet when you took it out to use this, didn't you? The key card to KB Security CEO office.
No.
Ha! That was a pretty good try, Mr. Trite.
Unfortunately, you overlooked one small thing.
What?
Motive, of course. Why would this thief would go to KB Securities in the middle of the night anyway?
Well, Mr. Wright, it looks like you need some more evidence after all.
This stupid kid.
Now then, let's see your evidence.
The evidence shows.
The evidence shows why Mr. DeLight went to KB Security with him that night.
You did get a bet. Let's see, check this. If you want to be a security blackmail letter. Yep, there you go. Mr. Delight, I believe you've seen this before, correct?
Ah, that.
What is it?
A blackmail letter. That's what it looks like from the contents.
Blackmail?
Yes, basically it says bring $50,000.
That certainly sounds like a blackmail. Alright.
At the time of death, Mr. Delight was dealing with the blackmailer himself. In KBC, CEO of a full half an hour away from the scene of the crime.
No.
Order! 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 So when this thief up the earth occurred, the defendant was at KB Security. It looks like a perfect case for the defense.
You may see it as a perfect case, Judge, but to me... Well, let's just say that my Gadot Blend 107 impresses me a lot more. What are you trying to say? You say the thief was being blackmailed by the CEO of a security company. But did you actually investigate this CEO after all? Huh? Well, no, I guess not. Accuse a man of blackmailing with no proof. I'm not sure what I think of that. Not sure what I think of that, at least I know what I'm thinking of you.
Good point. I'm not sure what I'm thinking of it myself. You claim that a defendant entered the CEO office, but you will need at least one witness to corroborate your claim, Mr. Wright.
Nick, I think we're gonna have a track down to CEO guy.
No, we don't have to track down the CEO at all.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that, Mr. Trite?
There is someone else who can testify. The person can testify that the car he was at to use at 1 in the morning would be... where is he? Profile, that would be... Wait a minute, where is he? Is he here? Oh yeah, he's right here.
Who is this useless looking like man?
You don't remember him, Your Honor?
Not exactly. But just looking at the picture makes the bowels start to rise in my throat.
It looks like he doesn't remember the case from 2 years ago.
He probably blocked out that memory on purpose. Anyway, this man was working as a guard as KB security that night. Oh? The question at hand here is this key card.
Yup, that's the key card they use in the building at work. According to the serial number, this one is for CEO office. You need to get into that room every time you use that card. It leaves a record. Yeah, it'll tell you exactly who entered the room and when.
As you can see, there's no need to investigate the CEO of KB Security. We should be able to discover the truth simply by analyzing this key card data.
Well, Mr. Gadot,
The name of the CEO of KB Security is Kane Bullard. I was unable to contact him directly, but I got the key card data here.
so what does it show?
Each key card has its own serial number and they leave detailed records of their use. According to this data, the card was used at 1 a.m. in the morning of the crime. Alright, perfect.
But that means it can't be Mr. Dwight dressed up as Master Boss in his photo.
Ha! It looks like you're right. 2 minutes isn't even enough time to brew a good old cup of joe. So then? Ron DeLay was clearly in the office of KBC CEO at the time of the crime. The prosecutor's office is ready to admit that fact. Therefore, it's impossible for the defendant to be masked in Mars.
Good job, you did it, Nick!
That's enough. I came pretty close to besmirching the record of your innocent young man, besmirching him with the title of the thief.
What's wrong, Your Honor?
I'm ready to pass judgment, but before I do that, do you have any further objections?
No, Your Honor.
Huh.
Very well. The court finds defendant Mr. Ron DeLay
Not guilty.
Woo!
And it didn't make no sense. He tried so hard trying to make Safi guilty.
Court is now adjourned.
What was that guy thinking? Alright, let's go.
Nick, you did it! You were right after all! Actually, I'm a little ashamed of myself. Nicky boy!
Oh, Mr. Light.
I know you can do it. I believe you all along, Nicky boy.
I don't know how I can ever pay you. Shucks. Thanks, Mr. Light. I know Mr. Light.
Congratulations, Mr. Nick.
Oh, pearls. I got a bad feeling about this.
Cops, who is this woman?
Oh, she's nobody. She just,
You're blushy. How dare you do this in front of Mr. Maya? You should be ashamed of yourself.
yo, she slapped me.
Pearly?
This woman is Miss Desiree Delight. She's our client's wife.
Ah, Mr. Nick.
Yes?
You're even worse than I thought. Going behind the back of your own client.
No, you got it all wrong.
I never forgive you.
Ow, a double slap.
Well, anyway, alright, that's it. All that's in well, right? We got the second urn back and the thief has been caught.
You're so right, and it's all thanks to Nicky Boy here.
But actually, it was you, Mr. Light, that bought us our urn back. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Oh, please, you're embarrassing me. If we won the case, then why does this guy still look so gloom?
But I am the thief.
Ashley, what's the point now? What is it, honey? I did my best for you, Ronnie. I know, and that's I appreciate that, Desi. But the thing is, come on, give the kid some time. Oh God, he just got a little torch on the blue. You know about that feeling blue, right, amigo? Mr. Gadot, what are you doing here? Oh, come on, I just came here to say thanks to my newest buddy. You, Mr. Trite. Maybe you should learn my name before you call me buddy. Well, playtime is over. Huh? Early this morning, the body of Kane Buell was discovered.
Kane Buell? What have I heard that name before?
Isn't that the name of the CEO of KB Security?
Wait, body?
The estimated time of death was 1 a.m. on October the 12th. 1 a.m. or 12? You don't... Oh God, you gotta be kidding me. That's right, amigo. At the same time that cheap little urn was being stolen, the CEO of KB Security was being murdered. So that means, what are you doing here? Oh, come on, you've figured it out already, have you, amigo? Or have you already forgotten about that piece of info I helped you out with today? Help me out today? What? On October 12th at 1 o'clock in the morning, Ron Delight was in the CEO office, that scene of the murder. After getting that blackmail letter, he must have been imbrued with utter rage.
What are you saying? Imbrued with rage?
Come on, don't tell me you didn't know. Ron Delight was once an employee of the KB Security. He was a professional security guard. Employee of the KB Security? It looks like the alibi that saved him from being convicted as a thief is going to be the noose that get him hanged. Kind of an anti-alibi. Damn.
No way!
He can't be the thief because he was at the murder scene when the murder occurred.
No, that's a lie. It can't be true.
But I'm a thief, I tell you. Ron Delight, you're going back to prison again. This time the charge is much more serious. This time you'll be tried for murder. What? This can't be. This is impossible. I'm looking forward to another exciting showdown, Mr. Trite. You and I aren't through with each other yet. Surely you won't be back down for a challenge. You've never been a coward. Wow.
Mr. Nick, is something personal between you two?
I returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. At least let me have some fun while I'm here. This guy, who the heck is he? He may be quiet, but he's the most dangerous enemy I ever faced. Well then, time to say goodbye to Mr. Delight. Damn. Oh, this is not good.
Nick, how could this be happening?
Right in front of our very eyes, our client has been arrested for murder. And the one who established his presence at the scene was me.
Ew, Ronnie.
Arrested for murder on the very same day he declared innocent of larceny. What the heck is gonna happen next? Damn, that's cold, man. That's really cold. This is gonna get interesting now. Now we gonna have to prove something again. Yeah, this is gonna be real interesting now. So we're gonna have to prove that he's innocent now. Went from being a thief to a murderer. That's not good. Alright, thank everybody for watching the gameplay of Finish Wright, Trials and Tribulations. And hopefully we'll move on to the next one. Most likely gonna be an investigation. We'll be back. I am out.